Ooh, Alien. Have I seen any orange sidewinders in Frontier Elite 2? No, I have seen no ASBO touting spacecraft in this version of the game. I have been looking intently. I've also been keeping an eye out for interplanetary shuttles and lifters spawning as NPCs, of which I have found none so far. I've not forgotten your challenge. I've just had no luck trying to complete it, which is a pain. Ooh, instant notification that someone is after me there. Oh, this looks like one of those systems. It's got to be already. There we go. The old, was it a brown dwarf? Substellar object? Looks like a substellar. There's a substellar object. 122 AU. Oh god. It's almost as bad as Alpha Centauri. Still looks like the other ones are further out. Oh, really? There's got to be something closer. So I think actually slight pain in the backside, but we are currently approaching 2 hours on the stream. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a couple of minutes of the hold video in, so I know where to cut it when I do the YouTube upload, if that's okay with guys. I'll take a quick break, grab a coffee, we all need coffee, and just put the hold video in, and then I can cut back to it nice and neatly in YouTube. So thank you very much for watching. I will be 5-10 minutes. We can all go grab a coffee, and kick back, and carry on with the show later. Thank you. Welcome back, Commanders. All caffeinated up. Let's get back to those contract kills. So, as always, any other suggestions for anything fun that someone wants to see? Any crazy landings or something like that? That's it's all part of the fun. There was another one of the videos that unfortunately we lost from, I think, the third episode of Kerrash Landing, was where I actually managed to land that lion transport on a high gravity planet by slowly backing it down and thrusting gently as it was landing. So I wish we had that. That was the best landing ever, only for me to get on the planet and find that it was completely devoid of any useful material. All that effort and it was a complete waste of time, but still, it was fun. Oh, Stigran, you joined Twitch just for me. Thank you very much. I'm honoured, sir. Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to see you on here. It's great to be able to chat as well. So it's just a bit difficult to have so many chat windows open trying to keep track of everyone. So yeah. So, but like I said, just anything you want me to show? I've got a crazy idea, something funny you want me to put myself into. You know, just cause me pain, and you know. I am the community's beating stick. Coffee. See, the wife is planning on a shopping trip tomorrow, so I'm hoping she will have no issue with me staying up late to play this as long as I possibly can. That's the deal I'm formulating in my head. Alien gets a stick. Got a beat on me now. Well, that's you know, I kind of hoping we can take the format of the show over into the alpha as well. You know, I quite like the idea of you know, anything you guys want to see in the alpha. By all means, I'll be quite happy to do it. You know, I can play the game in my own time as much as I want, so I'm not bothered by doing things I want to do. Just want to show people whatever they want to see. Oh, 3.5 grand for a removal job. It's not particularly good, is it? 12 grand's a little better. Yeah. Let's get rid of this. Chuck in the extra fuel so we can make a few good jumps. 45k now, we're getting that money up, trying to get to that 120,000 goal so we can buy a nice little Asp Explorer. Oh, see, the Cobra Mark III does look very tempting. Shall we, shan't we? I'll leave it up to you guys. Shall we make the jump to a Mark III first? Or wait for an Asp? I think I'm going to need a few more credits first so that I can actually kit it out with some equipment. But, well, maybe we could. Maybe if I sell what I've got, that would be enough. I'll leave it up to you guys. Should I get the Cobra Mark III first? Or should I jump straight to the Asp? You need a Class 3 drive. Yeah, that's what I was looking at that. The range on it is not particularly good. Oh, Stigran, you're flying around that system 2 at the moment, about 2 o'clock from Sol, and you keep getting attacked. I think I know which one you mean. 22402 in the name. Yeah, there's a lot of like, a lot of odd named systems close to Sol which don't show up on there. Is it that one? Stein 205 now? So many close ones. Stigrin, you started playing next to Sol. Next to Sol. Oh, that one? Yeah, Land. Yeah, Lande 25372, perhaps. Oh, there's another one there. Laland 21185. Sorry, oh, Sharp Sifford, you mentioned that one, yeah. Yes, yes, to the right of 2185. So let's have a look at this then. So it's a corporate state. Heavy manufacturing and industry, yeah, quite a small system like that. There's probably not a lot of, you know, only between 10 and 100,000 people, not a lot of police presence there, so likely you're going to get kicked around a lot. And the export robots, I mean, that's going to be a pretty good trade run jumping between there and Sol, but you are going to get attacked at the same time. Good if you want to get your elite ranking up and make some money trading. I suppose we can make our way down there, start doing that. Let's just see what this removal job is like. Amigo and had lots of pirates. 7 pirates, oh my god. An alien, yes, I got attacked in Sol. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think that was even possible. I guess I pissed off enough people that I got attacked in Sol. Right, when is this? 7th of March. He's going to be in a lion transport. That's a lot easier. So, oh my word, 03 Anlave. Going completely the wrong direction now. What an idiot. Oh, that's not as far as it looks. Sharpshifter, you're in Epsilon Indy doing some military deliveries. And when the autopilot flies into the station, yes, so we've had several episodes where that's happened to me, so I'm quite often switching to manual at the last approach. See, this is the great thing, isn't it? You know, it's like where, you know, Sharpshifter, you're in Epsilon Indy, and Stigrin, you're in Lalande at the moment. Just think, this time next year, we can all meet up. How awesome is that going to be? So I'll leave it up to a vote to the viewers. Should I take this assassination mission and just pop up here, or should I work my way back down to Sol and do that little run that Stigrin suggested? Sharpshifter disconnected multiplayer, yes, it's what are people calling it? Flexi player, I think, is the common term going around on the forums that everyone quite likes the sound of. Alien says no. Get a better ship. Yes, I am thinking of get a better ship. But then conversely, that's why I'm thinking of it. I mean, 12,000 credits for one quick run. That's going to help us get a better ship. There's plenty of time to do it. No one else? No. Okie dokie. 4 tons to get down there. Okay. What are we closest to? Jupiter by the looks of it. I'm really hoping that Elite Dangerous has little hidden bases out on Pluto and things like that. Oh, did I not buy an auto refueler yet? Oh, sharpshifter, you're getting the bounce back bug. Yeah, on the lasers there, you're exploding when they do. So is that that must be is that the Amiga version? I think that was in. Ba, 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 ba. So 2-ton hop to the Lande. That's not bad. There definitely was an orbital trading post there. Yeah, excellent. Because I think we got rid of the. Yeah, we got rid of that. Any package runs to the old Lalande system. Ba 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 ba. No, but they did like importing luxury goods. Excellent. We should be able to make a good good run on that. 1182. Oh, drop bar antics. Yep. Farewell. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, trying to catch up with the comments now. Stigrin, you considered restarting and playing Frontier GL. It took you a long time to get to 2.3 million credits on the Amiga. Yes, yes. Oh, my word. It's surprisingly difficult. I don't think people appreciate how hard this game used to be. Pop. Sharpshifter, this is the shareware version in DOSBox. Maybe some issues got ported with it. Yeah, I think I can't remember. There was a website I spoke of in an earlier episode where all the bugs were listed out. If anyone can remember that. Oh, Darren Gray, sorry, just missed your thing there. Currently, we've started a brand new game from scratch just in the last episode, so I am in a Viper. It was the first upgrade from the Eagle that you start with. Currently, whoa, 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 that was close. Come on. Yeah, there we go, get rid of you, right. What laser is at the moment? Currently I am firing the good old 30 megawatt mining laser. The sniper rifle of Frontier Elite 2. Loving it. Since I fitted it onto my Asp Explorer in the last save game, I absolutely love this weapon. And Sharpshooter, yeah, on the Amiga 500 Plus, the low frame rate did make the game very, very difficult in a lot of places. Oh, Stigrin, you have to go anyway. Oh, yeah, well, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'll try and get to this place as quick as I can for you. Commenting and shooting at the same time, I'm not not great. Yes, the 10 megawatt. Sorry, the 30 megawatt mining laser is 10 tons, so crazily enough it does actually fit into quite a few ships, and given that the Viper for its size has got probably the best thrust 24-10 ratio on the forward and retro thrust, so yeah, it's a great little ship and you can fit a ridiculously powerful weapon in it. That's the one, Stigrin. Yes, thank you. Shawarma.com had a really good listing of all of the bugs in the game and various other things as well, challenges, lots of links to save games that people offered up um, from their various versions, like Amiga version, DOSBox version and whatnot. So there's a bunch of funny little save games. Some that people have hacked in there. There's one where you can fly the Thargoid ship, which should never have existed, but was actually in this version of the game. You could never get to it without cheating. There was no way of doing it without hacking your save game, but it was actually in here. There were some places where you could see it, but I couldn't get to them. A Viper with a mining laser must be the ultimate shit. I'm rather enjoying it. I want to get to the ASP so I can actually have a bit more cargo space and do a few more useful things. But yeah, this is actually really fun. Very maneuverable, ridiculously overpowered weapon. You know, I'm taking out Imperial couriers with 2 shots with this weapon, so it's crazy powerful. My mining laser shoots really fast, where on the Amiga you get 1 a second. That was from Stigrin. Yeah, this, I mean, I've got the laser cooling booster as well. I mean, it's only an extra ton, and it does make a significant difference on how frequently you can fire it. So I thought it was worth it. Geraldine, nice shot. Thank you. Hi, Geraldine. Nice to see you. I'm trying to keep track of the comments at the same time, but there's a lot coming in tonight, so I'm losing track. Oh, and Sharpshifter, you got the game from that site. Yeah, it's a good little site. I just stumbled across it by accident the other night. HL. Yeah, 24.2 main thruster acceleration. Fantastically maneuverable ship, this one. Yes, Geraldine, I've hijacked most of the forum, I think. all of the forum regulars have come to watch me make a fool of myself, which you know, we've all got to be good at something, and I excel at looking like an idiot. So. Oh, nothing in there today. Let's wait to see if someone wants luxury goods. Sharpshifter feels starstruck. Well, you know, it's the volume of posts isn't everything, is it? You know, although I've been going nuts over the last year. No useful ones there. Sell off this luxury goods. That's a good profit. I think it's 1182, isn't it? So we're going to make about 300 credits profit per ton there. That's not bad. 2 ton of fuel to go back. Let's get that tank refueled. Not sane company. Well, you know, it's we all got something in common, so you know. Oh, let's buy up those. That's a good low price for robots. Let's buy up those robots. It's a good little run. Definitely quite a few pirates go in there, so yeah, thank you for the suggestion there, Stigrin. That's I think this is going to be a nice handy little run. We're going to get the bounties hopefully, and also make some good profit on the way, so that should help us get to that ship quicker. Yeah, I think I'm getting close to Deadly. I think Deadly is going to be what 2,560 posts on the forum. But I kind of like staying at dangerous, you know. It fits in with the new game. But there we go. Does anyone want robots? I'm usually not that lucky. No, not today. Oh while. Ooh, Ross 128. Is that going to... Oh, I've already got the prison permit. Never mind. Yes, Jodine, yes, it's GL Frontier. It's got its flaws, and there's a few issues with planet rendering and whatnot. But because I can get the resolution up higher, it comes across better in the stream. It's the main reason why I'm using it. Oh, no, passage on the ship. How many is that? Oh, one of you. I could probably fit you in. 360. Nah, that's not really worth it. No, nothing really worth taking. Yeah, well, make a bit of profit. At least let's take some luxury goods back with us as well. This is like the dangerous version of the old Bernard Star Sol Hop. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be back on again tomorrow night. And Sharp says, yeah, you tried to compile the latest version from the but the STL wouldn't play. But I had exactly the same issue myself. I got out of the source code. I was really interested in see if there was any way I could expand it. Actually, I was I was hacking around with the idea of trying to render it with the Oculus Rift. I thought it would have been really fun to play this on the Oculus Rift. Unfortunately, I couldn't even get it to compile properly. I've got all sorts of dev tools on here. I don't know whether there was a conflict in my setup or something. I could not get it to render. Coffee. Hopefully I can fit my ship in Elite Dangerous with a coffee machine. Oculus Rift would make this interesting, yes. I honestly, I think it would be a very, very odd experience, but I think having like the space dust in this at the moment when you're traveling at this sort of slow speed, I think it would be really, really interesting to see how that would come across in the Rift. I think the sense of depth would be great. Is that a Sidewinder? It looks like a Sidewinder. Well, it was a Sidewinder, never mind. Think about the Oculus Rift in Elite Dangerous. Oh, docking in hyperspace. Yeah, sorry, I just missed that one, Darren. Yeah, that's a good point actually, because the hyperspace effect in this was just a 2D hack, which is why you can't get the external view when you go into hyperspace. You just have the forward and reverse view, so you just see the blue and red clouds. So that probably wouldn't even render correctly. It's not actually a 3D view, but docking definitely would be interesting. You definitely get the sense of depth. Destroy the Sidewinders! Yes! We're looking for an orange one. That was black, but hopefully we can find an Asbo Sidewinder. Let's get rid of you. Yes, Alien, I am thoroughly thinking about the Oculus Rift in Elite Dangerous. I really hope the alpha supports it and I can try it out. I think I mean, initially I'm probably going to hold back on the temptation and just play the game normally for the stream, but I definitely will be looking at playing with the Rift. So if the alpha version does support it, I'll try and stream with it. I mean, it does look kind of stupid when you see the two views. You don't really get the sensation of it at all. But if anyone's watching who has got an Oculus Rift, then they can just put it in full screen, see the same thing I'm seeing as if they're seeing through my eyes. So if I can stream the alpha with the Rift on, I'll do it that way. Oh, thank you, Jared. I'm making it look too easy. Yes, thank you, Geraldine. I've had a lot of practice now. I mean, in the first 3 episodes, obviously, my first challenge for myself was to get up to elite ranking. So after killing 6,000 ships and then playing with this laser a little bit, it's just second nature now, I think. But like I said earlier on, I think the problem is as soon as I start playing Elite Dangerous, the combat's going to be so different. I am just not going to be able to play it. I am just going to totally balls it up. But hey, all these little ships, they go so fast. There we go. And sharpshooter, yeah, you can look at the Oculus Rift output cross-side. That'll work. That'll work fine. That is the unfortunate thing, really. It's one of those things. I mean, that was why I was so pleased to bring it to Elite Meet and share it. It really was. You know, it's one of these things that unless you actually try it, you really just can't get the sensation. I mean, you can see everyone reacting to it, and you can see the things on the screen that they're seeing, but really, without actually putting it on your head, you just don't get that sense of depth that you do when you've got it on. It's a very odd experience. Got the blue Danube now, performing space ballet with this little fighter. Oh, you stupid! Oh, kamikaze AI! Freaking hell! Oh, sorry, Alien. Yeah, interesting question. Is it possible to stream the Oculus Rift feed so the other person has movement independent of the person streaming? Yeah, I know what you mean. Unfortunately, no. Anyone who does watch it, literally, it's going to be as if their eyeballs are glued where mine are. So if I'm spinning my head around rapidly, they may feel a little bit queasy because their head would be stationary and mine's moving around. I have tried it with a couple of video feeds myself, and it is a little bit uncomfortable, but you at least kind of get the idea. Ton of rubbish. Christ, there's all that profit down the drain. Oops, that's not what I want. No repair ore button. Yes, Geraldine, I agree. Those little friggin' Hawk air fighters are irritating little buggers. There we go. Clicky finger. Exercised. Right, anyone want anything interesting? 20,000 for a removal job? Suits you, sir. Tiger Trader. Ooh, I can be faster than a Tiger Trader. Go on, let's do it. Let's do an assassination run. Where is he going? He's leaving Matthews in the Ross system. Fucking too right. Let's get our asses over there. Plenty of fuel so we can chase the bugger. 20 grand in the back pocket. Oh, sorry, Alien. Is it possible for two people with the Oculus Rift in the same room to use two Oculus Rifts with the same game, any game, and both have independent movement from each other? Yes, it is. I've seen, I think the guys that have built the Virtuix Omni, which is a 3D, well, sorry, 3D, a 360-degree treadmill. They played Minecraft on it with two Oculus Rift dev kits, and it is incredibly surreal. They're shouting at each other across the side of the room, and you know, their voices are coming from different directions, but they actually see each other in the game. It's a really, really odd-looking experience, but I'd really love to try that. Viper can outrun anything. Easy money, yes. That's what I'm hoping. Let's get over here. And he's leaving Matthews. I think we're going to get there quite easily. We're at Grant's Claim. There we go. Ooh. Oh, there's no atmosphere. That's okay. Won't make that mistake again like we did last time with the old forgetting the atmospheric shielding. Whoopsie. But you know, I've always wondered, perhaps that's one challenge we should try, whether or not if you actually approached a slow enough velocity, you could avoid damage from atmospheric re-entry. Never actually tried that. An alien Falcon is the fastest ship in Frontier First Encounters. Falcon, yes, probably is actually. Let me RTFM. which I'm sad enough that I still have the manuals to hand. Falcon. Ooh, main thruster acceleration 30 Gs. That would be nice. It's a shame it's only got a 5-ton hull. That is nice. Oh, Geraldine, yes, you can land with a shield, but it does take a while. I think we did that in the last episode, actually. That was wasn't planned. I just completely forgot. Luckily, I had one shield generator, and I managed to land. Took a little bit of damage from the shield. Well, the shields went down a little bit, but we didn't take any hull damage, so sweet. Very great. Yeah, Falcon wasn't as good as the Viper, though. Yeah, it's. I really am enjoying playing with the Viper this time. Oh, Geraldine, oh, you meant without a shield you could land on there. Oh, so it is definitely possible then. Ah, there we go. Question answered. See? Ask the audience. Oh, another assassination mission. They're just coming in thick and fast. When is that? Oh, it's too close to the other contract. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to be stuck here for a month now. I suppose I could really cheat. Should I cheat? Do you know, I've actually probably got enough time to do a trade run in between that. The import narcotics, well, prison I suppose, isn't it? Where can we get narcotics from? Liquor would probably do it. Yes. Pass the timer, pop over to some. Darren Gray, Grant's claim. Does Grant know about this? Yeah, I do wonder how many places are going to be conflicted with the user name things, you know, in case someone's come up with the same idea. So we got, when have we got? We got until the 19th of April. We got plenty of time. 19th of April, we can be there and back in plenty of time. Dumpty 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 dum. So this, oops, that's the only problem with the GL version. Keeps coming up with the old thing on there. Right. Anyone want anything? No, no. Anything to oh, Ross 128. Sir, yes, sir. You can forget it if you think I am going to the Alpha Centauri system. It's the in-joke, I think. Being cast 1890 AU out from anywhere. Right, we need 3 tons to get there. Yes. Fill our tanks right up. Let's get some liquor in here as well. Should be able to make a reasonable profit on that on the way back. Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba da ba da ba. Dun dun da 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 di 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 di. See, I'm going to attempt to cheat because I really don't like paying the boarding fee just to sit on a landing pad for 2 weeks waiting for a assassination target to come along. So I'm going to try a little cheat. Clearance denied, damn you. Alien, can you not land in Alpha Centauri if you use the turn engines off trick? Yeah, you can do it. I mean, running out of fuel isn't really the biggest problem with it. It's the friggin' distance just pisses me off. Well, if you're not gonna let me land, I'm just gonna park up outside and wait for a bay to free up. Yes, Darren. Yeah, I love that tune as well. It's great. I mean, I think Frontier got me into a lot of classical tunes. And what have we got now? Ride of the Valkyries. Yes. Bamba, ba bamba. Right. So April 1st. Yes. Wonderful. See, I really need to get in there. I've got to get that by the 11th of April. I've got to get the contract done by the 19th of April. And there is no one to dock. Clearance denied. Wonderful. Let's wait another day. Hopefully someone will get their asses out of there. I'm assuming this won't be a problem in Elite Dangerous. I bloody hope so anyway. I'm incredibly frustrated if you get here and there's too many players currently sat in the dock. You can't come in. I'm assuming after 50 years after first encounters they've learnt to tuck in quite a few more docking pads underneath. Oh, Alien, you meant to Eta Cassiopeia. For the that is where the federal military is based. And you saw nothing. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't see anything. Geraldine, those graphics still look cool. Yeah, this is why I love the GL Frontier version of this game, because it really does scale WoW. You know, I mean, I can knock it down for a few seconds. I mean, this is the original DOS Amiga version now running at this resolution. But the great thing about the GL version of Frontier, it essentially took the same engine, and you can see from the wireframe here, everything in this game was vector art. It was fantastic the way that it was all layered. Here we go. Now we can land. Rightio. Let's get up high enough. Put it on autopilot. There we go. Liquor. Congratulations, I've earned a promotion. Darren Gray, Frontier got you into... right. Sorry, I need to turn that down. Oh, God. An Alien there, yeah, if there's too many players in one station, you'd be in a new instance. Yeah, I assume that's great. I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk about perhaps whilst you're in a station, there could be more players because it's a, you know, obviously a less intense environment. There's not so much network traffic going around, so in theory, if we're just walking around inside the space stations, then you could have something more like Ironforge in WoW. You know, there's more of a possibility of having lots of extra players around. So, I'm hoping that would work like that. I think it would be really interesting, but I don't know. Oh, that's a good suggestion there, Darren. Proteus, procedural island exploration. I'll make a note of that. That sounds very interesting. I'm very much into the whole kind of like procedurally generated stuff. I mean, you know, as much as I know a lot of people play Minecraft and everything, but I don't really play it. I just like to just wander across the landscape and see new generated structures. I find that fascinating, and I think, you know, that's got something to be said. That it's kind of like the Frontier has got me into that kind of idea of procedurally generated stuff. It's like wow, it's like, you know, all this stuff that can come out of seemingly nothing. It's fantastic. And there's an Oculus Rift version of Proteus being made. Oh my god. Oh no, you've sold it to me now. I'm gonna have to get it. And Petrus, yeah, sorry, yeah, stations should have more players in it. I think that's going to be a really interesting thing. Obviously, in EVA, it's not until EVA is out, it's not really going to be that interesting. The things we can do inside a station, but just I mean, obviously, they're planning to have all of these landing pads that we can all go on a space station. So seeing all these extra landing pads, you're actually going to see how many players are in there and how populated it is. So assuming we can fit quite a few in there. Right, when is this contract now? 19th of April we have to get out. So I cannot be bothered to pay, what's that, 12 days worth of docking fees. I'm not going to put up with that. I'm going to let's find somewhere nice to park. An alien, yeah, 32 players per instance is not going to be enough. You might end up not seeing anyone. Uh, yeah, I mean it depends on how they do the kind of the matchmaking. I assume it's going to work on some sort of like sphere of influence rule that you know, if if we're over the other side of the galaxy, then there's no point us being in the same instance. So we're kind of pop out of each other's instance, and you're going to get people which are closer to you bubbling into your instance because you're in a closer sphere of influence. I assume it's going to work like that. Yes, they are trees in a little biome now. I thought I'd have something scenic to look at. And again, that's another great example here. You can see they're drawn from like nice, smoothly rendered spheres where they used to be these blocky little things like that. But that was a fantastic thing about that engine. You can see from the wireframe as well that it was all vectors. It was fantastic. It was none of this like everything, all the details hidden away in textures and sprites and stuff like that. It was all vector-based stuff, which is great because it can just scale dynamically at any resolution. And Sharpshifter, yeah, you're hoping they underestimated the capabilities and end up with hundreds per session. I hope you're right. I hope they manage to minimize the network traffic a lot and we get it to more players. That would be really nice to see a lot more players. But I don't know. I mean, I know from a networking point of view, it's very, very difficult, and it is surprising the amount of data you have to transfer just to make everyone aware of your position and rotation and velocity, and it should only be one single vector, but it's surprisingly difficult to keep that going at a considerable rate. Yeah, that's true, Darren. Yeah, sorry, there's 32 is a minimum, but the maximum could be higher. Yeah, I hope it does go up. And sharpshifter, yeah, it sounds like a distance thing. Yeah, that would make sense to me. I mean, if I was coding the system to do it, I would work on some sort of like kind of like bubbles joining together almost in a way. It's like if you're far enough away, there's no need for you to be even in the same instance as another person. I mean, yeah, you could probably still be chatting on the com feed to someone who's in your alliance, but if you're across the like several systems away, completely pointless. The only times the instance really come into play is in a system when you're within like scanner range of each other. That's the only time when it really comes into play, and then joining those bubbles together dynamically. And Petrisk there, yeah. First network beta test will show what's capable of. Yeah, I'm hoping we can tweak it up. I mean, it is really going to be completely dependent on everyone's end user kind of network speed, on your home internet rather than the game, which is such a shame really because it kind of reduces the scope of what they can do in the game just based on the limitations of current technology. And it's more down to latency than it is anything else. Latency is a big killer for online gaming, and much as we've all got these really nice broadband speeds, multiple megabytes download and whatnot. It's the latency which is the problem. An alien, you can tell us from playing Moolah that 50 to 100 plus people in an instance, and the lag it gets insane. I'm not familiar with the acronym Moolah though. I probably know the game, but I'm not familiar with the acronym. And Geraldine, perhaps technology will catch up by the time Elite 5 comes out. I hope so. I'm hoping that if we can get fiber out to a lot more people, then it's going to improve the situation. Mist Online are alive. Yes, yes. I know that game yet. Sorry. Petrisk, I am cool with 32 players. Tour Planet sometimes at 28 26th, late Friday evenings. Yeah, it's. I think 32 is going to be quite intense. I mean, if you think 32 is going to be 32 within scanner range, you're all basically going to be in combat at that point. So that's 16 v 16 battles if it's evenly matched. That's going to be quite an intense scenario to play in. So I think that's going to be really interesting. Actually, I think that's going to be quite fun to get involved in. And Sharpshifter, what you find clever about another space game. You can say Eve if you want to, I don't mind. Um, with 1,600 people in one system. Yeah, I've seen some videos of that going with like lots and lots of people. When they had it like really extreme and there was so many people that it was more than what they ever planned. I did notice it was struggling quite a bit. Actually, the lag was getting a bit bad. But then when you think about it with Eve Online, it's a completely different gameplay experience. It's not like real-time battle situation. It is kind of more of a point-and-click sort of game, so they can get away with a lot of lag issues that you're not. It's not visible. You know, it's like the lag can be hidden away quite nicely. Oh, Geraldine plus NPCs too. That's a good point actually, because it depended on how they're going to deal with NPCs. Now, I know they've said the combat is going to be peer to peer, but whether or not the NPCs are going to be dealt with locally or on a server somewhere. I mean, how what system is going to be running the AI in order to sync it up? You can't really have independent AI running on separate machines in the peer-to-peer system because you're going to have conflicts and possible exploits going on there. Sharpshifter, must not mention that word. They listen. Okay. An alien there, yeah. X3 ETC when you had big battles, the system slowed right down. Yeah, it is a fine balance trying to find some way of displaying as much as they want to do. And like I said, it is kind of frustrating. I really feel for the guys. It's like you want complete creative control. You want to make something like these really insane, exciting space battles, and then the technology just kicks you in the ass, and there's nothing you can do with it. And it really annoys me because I see all these technologies that could be used to make it better, but you just never see them come to light. Such a shame. And oh, there he is. Whoop, there he is. Say whoop, there he is. And I haven't. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I haven't got a radar mapper or a hyperspace analyzer. Oh well, I don't care. Boom! Ha 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 ha. Ah, it was worth it. That was fun. Oh, come on. Freaking police AI. They were awful. Oh, come on. You got the same ship as me and you're crashing into the mountains nearby. You idiots. I'm up here. Oh, Petrisk, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that. NPCs will be handled by a peer-to-peer server, which will be elected during the creation of the dynamic instance. So I assume whichever player seems to have the best network upload and download will end up hosting the AI. That's an interesting way of doing it. I mean, like I said, I'd be worried about exploits. There's always that possibility that if it's running on someone's server that you can't control, I mean, how do you stop people from exploiting that? Pay 10,000. No, I'm not paying the fine. Crikey, only got 20,000 for doing it. Return to the land to one. Ah, this is a federation system. Oh, corporate state. Ah, that'd be Interpol. Guess we've got to stay out the federation systems now. Oh well, I don't care about my legal status anymore. Screw the Federation. Short serve. And that's for making me wait. Damn right. I should have fitted the hyperspace analyzer. Did not even think of it. Such an idiot. Yep, these guys don't care about me. Never mind. Paid in full. Nice. $68,000. Excellent. Any more for any more. Come on. Beta Hydra. Oh, where is that? It's not down here. Yeah. Federal democracy. Yeah, they're really not going to like me now, are they? I'm going to have to stick to the corporate systems, I think. Yeah, I'll see us as a corporate. Yeah, sharpshooter. Yeah, that is my concern. Yeah, if I mean, I know there are ways it can do it, and there are people out there which, unfortunately, would probably have the same or more skill than I do with that sort of thing and hacking into memory spaces and whatnot, but with slightly less moral obligations, shall we say? But yeah, as soon as the NPCs are hosted on, you know, not on a server which Frontier controls, but on user machines, that's going to get really tricky to control, and I don't know how they're actually going to deal with that. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how they manage it. Federal colonial, federal colonial. No one's going to like me anymore. Perhaps I should consider paying that fine. A transporter, my word. What is that? 20th of May. An alien, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're cheating themselves, and Frontier should ban them at some point. Yeah, I mean, it's like with WoW when you see like all these bot uh, bot usages and stuff like that, and they end up banning them, sort of thing. I think it's going to be one of these things where you're going to see a lot of people doing it for a while, and then eventually they get cracked down on. And Petrus, yeah, NPC sharing is unclear at the moment. Yeah, to be fair, I can't even remember what part of the DDF they started talking that about on. There's been so much on there, I completely lose track of it. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting system. I just don't know how they would do it. For me, I mean, I've got a couple of ideas on how that might work, but nothing really jumps out to me is the best way of doing it. So you don't really want it on a server because that's going to reduce your overall speed and everything, and it kind of takes away the whole point of having it peer to peer. You start to get that lagging, glitching sort of behavior of the NPCs that you won't see in the human players, and so on and so forth, and it just turns into a right mess all of a sudden, you know. Yeah, and what you said there, yeah, the if the current first in charge server peer-to-peer client disappears and is no longer connected. Oh, I've nearly backed myself into a corner here. Yeah, then who takes over? So it's probably be the next in command, the next player in the list there. But yeah, I mean it's tricky. I mean, especially if you're in an instance where you go from someone with a really good two-way internet connection, and then suddenly you drop then to someone with something really really low. That's going to be a right pain in the backside. Now I know a lot of games on other systems I've played on before. The Not so much with an AI system, but with physics in particular. Each client in a peer-to-peer environment runs its own simulation of the physics environment, and data is shared between the two systems. I've seen that done relatively well, but I've also seen it done relatively poorly as well. Um, when it works well. Everyone gets, maximum latency reduction. It works really really well. But when it's when you don't have that bandwidth to deal with the amount of data going back and forth, you start to see some really severe glitching. Like your physics system will tell you you've just crashed into something, and the physics system on the other client machine would be telling them that they crashed into something, and then a couple of seconds later, both of your physics systems will talk to each other, get an update, and you realize that you've actually flown straight through each other or past each other, and you weren't even aware. And it just turns into an absolute fucking mind-blowing mess. You know what I mean? Suddenly becomes a right mare. Beta Hydra, isn't this federal colonial? Oh, federal democracy. Oh, son of a beach. So I should probably, whilst I've got everyone here, I'd give a shout out to the laveradio.com guys, because they've said they're going to try and promote the feed for me, which I'm really grateful for. So any sort of updates or anything you might actually get from them. So keep your ears tuned to them, and they might let you know something is coming up for alpha and whatnot. I mean, I definitely enjoy listening to the show. It's a great source of information, so it does help when I haven't had a chance to read some of the TDF things in the week. Just a quick catch up. Normally I get a chance, but my word, I've been so busy just recently. I just haven't been able to catch up on a lot of things. So you should try and hack network model during beta with with Frontier's acceptance, of course. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, yeah, I think if I do find any exploits, I'll just tell them I'm not going to try it. I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to mess around in any way. Oh dear, I've lost the stream. Hang on. Sorry. Sorry if you lost everything then. I just tabbed away and lost everything. Sorry. Alien, interesting post on Ego, so I sort of got mentioned my stream. I'll hazard a guess at the username that just mentioned that. Is it sort of got mentioned? I'm just having a quick look now, sorry. Oh. Oh, that's very interesting. They will be live streaming. Ooh. Ooh. Just have to log into the forum and and say, yep, that's me. Right, let's see if we can get you without getting arrested. I think we're just going to have to sit somewhere close by, aren't we? So it's 17th of May now. And we, 29th of May, most of that time's going to be burnt off in hyperspace, I think, but 2022, and he is going to be Edmondson High, which is, yeah, we're in the closest one. So they're not going to let me in because they hate my guts, but hey, there it is, Edmondson High. At least the police aren't going to fire on me. And Alien, you did mention they were streaming out for him. Thank you, thank you. it's kind of a nerve-wracking thing to, you know, when you see other people talking about it that otherwise wouldn't normally be talking about it. It's a really odd sensation. I've got large outstanding fines. Do you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna sit off to the side. You know, I always used to use the hyperspace analyzer in on the Amiga version of Frontier. I never liked to get the police on me when I was doing these assassination missions, but I've never done it where I just blow them out of the sky the second they come out. Ooh, wagon wheel. I'm hungry. Num 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 num. 29th. Oh, Sharpshifter, you just got a right on, Commander. Yay! Congratulations! It's probably the second one you've ever had. Yeah, I think you get one every 256 kills, so you must be well up to probably above average now, I think, if that's your first one you've got on that save game. What time is that? 19:30. I suppose whilst I'm on the subject of thanking, I definitely should thank Frontier Developments for this game and Elite Dangerous and everything. Definitely. Oh, there's that glitch. I hate that glitch. Sorry, that's distracted me now. The old timing glitch. If you accelerate too close to the contract time, it just glitches out. Petrus, yeah, interesting how assassination will work in Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I mean, obviously this kind of hanging around accelerating time is definitely not going to happen, so I do wonder how they're going to do it. Whether they're going to give you much shorter timescales, you know, like, oh, he's going to be leaving within the next hour, you know, something like that, or, you know, whether there's going to be more interesting opportunities, like if he's docked in a bay on the surface of a planet, where, you know, if you've got the chance that you have to kind of encourage him to take off, you know, and try and take him out in the atmosphere. Is it? 29th of May. It's jumped again. He may not spawn now. Bum bum ba da 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 dum dum da 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 da. Yo, Baba Yaga. Come on, 30. 51. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping, I mean, the assassinations are going to come with a lot more... Oh, no, he didn't bug out. A lot more different, you know, kind of possibilities with the... with Elite Dangerous. There's definitely going to be... Whoa, there we go. Piracy and murder. Sweet! Oh, they flew into each other. Oh dear. Never mind. Right, we've got to head back to land 21185. Got your number. We're gonna have to dock this time. I'm running out of fuel. Oh, crikey. Two long-range cruisers in close proximity. Dang. Murder, death, kill! That was a bit of an MDK, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, see, I should get an auto refueler. I'm a Lazy bastard. I wonder what my criminal rating is right now. Fugitive. Always used to scare the shit out of me getting a criminal rating in the game. I always used to think there was I wouldn't last 10 minutes, but no, yeah, obviously the police don't bother coming out to you when you've got a criminal record when you're in a new system. It's only if you actually do it close to them. I think given that the Federation now hate me, I'm probably going to have to head off to Imperial space. Yeah, that's a lot of good thing. Yeah, the criminal rating I think is going to be much more involving in the Elite Dangerous, and you're going to have to take responsibility for what you do. Yes, yeah, Impetuous. Yeah, the combination of ratings and how NPCs are gonna look at you from based on that, I think is going to be a very, very interesting, complex system on there. You know, all the different factions and look at those two cruisers. You know, all the different factions and how they're going to interact with each other. You know, it's going to be something you're really going to have to be careful not to annoy the wrong people. There isn't two cruisers close to each other like that. Oh, sorry, Petrus. Yeah, see how NPCs would judge you exactly. Yeah, like how good looking your ship is. Yeah, if you've got scratch marks and everything all over your ship, then people might look at you and go, "Oh, he could be a pirate," sort of thing. I think that's going to be a very interesting side effect of that sort of thing. An alien hoping that "help, my ship is under attack" and surrender actually does something in this. Yeah, this is a yeah, broadcast to everyone within range. My ship is broken down. What happens? Sweet FA. Nothing. Jack Diddley Squid. I always used to think there was actually some sort of purpose. The number of times I did it, hoping that someone would help me because I'd run out of fuel. No. Nothing. Absolutely squid. I love these. Never really tell in this resolution on the Amiga version. You can see here, but this was something I pointed out the other night on the feed. This little what's it called, bulk carrier, was actually just an amalgamation of two Panther clippers in a push-pull configuration. It's only when you put it into the higher res that you can actually see it. And Geraldine there, yeah, if you play evil, and other evil NPCs will offer you missions and things like that. I assume that's going to be the case. That definitely seems like that makes sense. That would be the case. I'm going to try something incredibly stupid here. I'm going to get as close as I can to this, just to show this is something I found out that I was quite impressed with. I hope that's coming across in the feed okay. I'm not really in a good orientation. Let me try there we go. Max laden weight 1,000 tons, only disconnect in dry dock. And you'd have to get that close to it in the Amiga version in order to be able to read that ridiculous amount of detail in this game. Love it. And our hyperspace right next to it. I wonder if I'll cause them to collapse into a black hole. Oh, Sharpsifter, yeah, sorry, I nearly missed that one. It will alert pirates and only pirates of your location. Yep, that's the only thing it ever did. How frigging annoying was that? It was... Yeah, that's going to be well out of range. Yeah, it was really irritating. I always thought that there was some use to it, but obviously it wasn't. It would just alert pirates and cause you even more trouble, specifically if you'd just been attacked or you had actually broken down. You were just going to end up in more trouble, so it was completely pointless. So definitely, hopefully in Elite Dangerous that will have a purpose in it. And not only that, but it'd be great to be able to send out the distress beacon and have your friends come and give you a hand, you know, tow you somewhere or give you a lift, you know, or help him under attack. Yeah, you know, here come all your friends to come and help you. I think that'd be great. Seen those ships many times, never seen that message. Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising the amount of detail. There's another thing I mentioned on one of the earlier feeds, probably lost now, but on the back of the Cobra there is actually a tiny little sign with a radiation warning with some text on it, and you just can't see it. You cannot see it in any version of the game because the resolution is just not high enough for it to actually show up. But the detail's there. That's how crazy this, you know, the level of detail they put into this game. I mean, it's, you know, it's like looking over here. You got the little. Let's just do a flyby. What have we got? All these little biomes you've got on this planet with the little. Underneath me here, so we've got the biomes with the little trees and everything, you know, rows and rows like little orchard. And I think you can actually fly straight through the glass on these. I'm gonna tempt fate with the collision detection here and see if I can actually get through. So I'm at a relatively low speed. Ooh, here we go. So you get the little buildings with the diet steakette. It's bad. And a lovely little house there, which is surprisingly quite old looking for a 33rd century space colony. Sirius Corporation, of course, naturally that's where we are. Got a little monument there. I'm going to keep my landing gear down in case I crash. Now I've got this glitching with the mountain ranges in the background popping through, which I don't think now switching the mode is not going to save it here. But you got all the little buildings, you got the little roads, which I always thought was fascinating. Let's keep my nose up a little bit, or else I'm going to end up in trouble here. Cool cola. Gotta have cola, which is cool. I think I'm just gonna fly up a little bit now because we're getting insanely close to the ground there. But yeah, all this little details, I loved it. I mean, it didn't really come across much in the Amiga version because of the low resolution, but the fact that it was all there and you could go off and explore it, it was just unbelievable. And you know, the GL version really does show it out. You know how much detail's in there. It's fantastic. Absolutely love this. Just stare at it for ages. If I could actually get onto a planet with a high enough population, I could actually show the working clock. Oh, Sharpshifter. Sorry. I'm sure David mentioned the broadcast thing in one of the early dev diaries that friends could come and help. Oh, I didn't realise that actually. Well, I think that was one of his goals. I think that was definitely something that could happen, but I don't know whether he mentioned exactly how that technique would happen. I'm sure there's probably got a million ways of contacting people. So, oh dear. Oh, impure. Oh, he's only got a 5 megawatt beam laser. Usually got the 20 megawatt in these things, but oh, 3 kills, 3 hits to take him out. Factories with a bane in my Amiga. Yes, my poor little 600 really struggled, even on low detail, to render a large quantity of those factories. Real pain. Oh! Oh, you son of a... Ah, no, I don't believe it. Damn you. Oh, he's taken out everything. He has taken out everything. I've got no drive. You son of a bitch. Well, that is completely useless. I cannot do anything. I'm just a sitting duck. Geraldine, any churches about? Sorry, I didn't see that until after I blurted it out. The delay on this video is bloody irritating. No, not in that town. There was no churches about, but if I'm going to try and get to a town with a church so I can show everyone the working clocks, because that was something that I didn't know about until, well, recently, I suppose. Last few years, I didn't know about it during playing the Amiga version. I would try and find one and show everyone, but yes, it was unbelievable that the little clock towers in the game had working hands with the current actual in-game time, which was crazy detail for something you may not even see in a game. I definitely hope that's something that that sort of that ideology which David put into this game is going to follow over into Elite Dangerous. That kind of like, you know, putting in silly, crazy details that may not ever be discovered, but really help sell the depth of the game. Ooh, 20k in the back pocket. It's going to make up for some of those fines, but yeah, as we said earlier, might just have to bugger off down to the Imperial space now because they will hate my guts. Not going to be much around here for me now, and there's no point me paying off that fine because it's crazy high. Never mind. I don't know whether GTA 4 had anything like that in it. Not a lot of games do it. You know, I mean, even some quite modern games, they still kind of avoid that whole kind of dynamic content sort of thing. You know, you tend to, anything with like a clock face on a wall, it just tends to be like a texture, you know, and nothing more, which is kind of annoying, really. Let's see if we can find a system which may have it. No, this isn't going to have a... That's got a water world. We could try there. Have to make 2 jumps. Let's try that. Just for fun, let's see if they've got some outdoor colonies there. I can show you the... corporate state. Yeah, just thought I should check that first before I get arrested for landing there. So the first world is a water atmosphere. New California, Macyville. Geraldine, yeah, Frontier really needed the 030 accelerator. You've got a 4000 with an 060. I am so jealous right now. That is not fair. I would have murdered for one of those when I was a kid. They are like dream machines. You're gonna have to link me to some, if you've got any pictures of it online, I would love to see that thing. Darren, you played it on the 020. See, I never even got that. I was gonna buy the accelerator board for the 600, but just as I was saving up the money for it, someone offered me a PC, so I made the jump. Oh no, no atmospheric shielding. Damn it all the heck. Oh, yep. Ah. See, I was in such a rush to get to a little thing. Done it again, look. Idiot. misjump on the way there? Whoopsie. Darren, you laugh at my pain and misery. See, that's why I stream, so that's so so everyone else can see me making the mistakes, so they don't have to. And there's probably going to be a lot more of that during the alpha. It's going to be completely new to me. I'm going to screw it up so bad. My only worry is I got this really nice flight stick, and I'm going to be really, really bad at it using the flight stick. I guarantee it. More than that. So I should have left the atmospheric shielding off and see if I could actually do it at very, very slow velocities, but there we go. Let's just land, restock whilst I'm thinking about it, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Wow. No. 11,000, that's got to be a dangerous job. Anyway, enough nosing around. Let's see if we can get a nice aerial views, little villages, nothing around there. No, anything over here? Guarantee there won't be anything here. Now we've got here. Alien, you realise today you want something like the hottest controller at Elite Meet. Yeah, that was that the Warthog? I think he had Thrustmaster Warthog. That was a very impressive stick. Actually, I really like that. You can tell it was a professional flight stick, given that it had the mount holes for you to screw it to your custom flight simulator rig. It's not your average consumer level piece of kit. That's typical. I'm not seeing any clock towers in here. Plenty of little houses. Engines off mode is not fun at low altitude. Typical, not seeing anything. What's that over there? Is that one? So that sharpshifter you saw an Amiga 4000 at your local electronics shop. 1993, amazed at how much better it was than the 500. Yeah, it was a fantastic piece of kit. I think it was the envy of most people. Back in the days, it was fantastic. It was it was like the like a PC at the time, wasn't it? It was just absolutely immense. Oh, I think I have landed it in a body of water. Oh, I can jump to salt. Do you know what? If I fight the law and the law wins, then never mind. Just for the sake of argument, we know there's a clock tower in London, quite a famous clock tower in London. I'm not going to be allowed to land. Grant had a hot ass, yes, and Graham liked Grant's hot ass. Ah, dear. I can see this. This is going to end up like many of the threads. Clearance denied. I don't care. I don't want clearance. I'm here for the scenery. I don't care. Shoot at me. Oh, you arseholes. Never works when you're trying to demonstrate it, does it? I will show you a clock tower. I will, damn it. If it's the last thing I do. Actually, looking at the time, it probably should be the last thing I do. It is insanely late right now. Oh dear. Right. Oh, thank you for the link there, Geraldine. Yeah, the Amiga thread. Such a shame that the Amigas ended up the way they did. They are fantastic machines. I love them. Did I not? I didn't, did I? No. Oh, more haste, less speed. Right. Right, let's save it there. And we're just going to go round in circles, aren't we? Double lol. I'm having no luck. I want to show one thing, and it's just going completely horribly wrong for me. We will get there. Here we go. Right, where are we? Get some sense of orientation. I don't care about the target. Yeah, I'm out of the area. So I'm assuming because of the layout of the river, this is supposed to be the Thames. And no idea where the Millennium... There's a little clock tower. Come here, little clock tower. Ba ba ba. I'm not really going as fast as it appears. There's the little clock tower. Damn, not quite close enough. If I speed up, you can probably see it going around. The problem is on the GL version of this, it doesn't render properly in high resolution. I'll put it onto high speed and hopefully you can see the little clock tower going round, and it is actually the real time. 5 and 6. Excellent. You know, and to the left there you got the little gravestones as well. It's probably clearer in that view. But you know, all this detail was there, and it's just, you know, it's massively over the top considering people just flew straight past it, didn't even bother interacting with it. Crazy, crazy detail. I'll leave that spinning around. I suppose with that, folks, actually it's been 3 hours. I've got a lot of video to edit to get this up now, so I'm going to have to call it quits there, I think. And just say thank you very much for tuning in again. And hopefully we'll have some interesting content coming up soon. Fingers crossed. So thank you very much, guys. Ciao for now.